Hello and welcome to the world of science. I am Harsh Kumar Khatwani and you are watching the show Scientific Solutions featuring India Science Congress 2020. India Science Congress is an annual science festival organized by the Government of India. The 107th edition of India Science Congress was held in the University of Agricultural Sciences, Bangalore, with the theme focusing on rural development. From Nobel laureates to the young innovators, Pride of India Expo to the Farmers Science Congress and Women Scientists Congress, people from various fields were part of this mega science event. Today, I will take you on a journey of pride, innovation, and celebration of science.
India Science Congress was established in 1914 with the aim to grow science in India. It is a platform not only for scientists, policymakers and educators, but also an experience for researchers, students and farmers. Each year, several renowned scientists and Nobel laureate from the world also participate in this mega science event. This science event was held for 5 days and more than 10,000 scientists, researchers and students participated along with 1 lakh people from the globe.
Science is all around us and technology emerges from that science. We are now in a new decade of the 21st century and science has advanced a lot, making our life easier day by day. But as Newton's third law of motion states, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Advancements in a few technologies have had certain repercussions over the time, which have become challenges for today's scientific community. Let us watch our report on these challenges discussed in the 107th edition of India Science Congress.
Science of today is the technology of tomorrow, and certain technologies bring certain challenges to overcome. During the inaugural ceremony, Prime Minister Narendra Modi appealed scientific community to find the solutions of today's problems of humanity.
There is a need for revolution in technology assisting agricultural practices. Can we find farmer-centric solutions to the problems of stock burning, for instance? Can we also redesign our brick kilns for reduced emissions and greater energy efficiency? We need to find better and faster solutions to the problem of clean drinking water supplies around the country.
Youth is a backbone of any nation, and involvement of youth in science and technology can be transforming. In the speech, PM shared his motto for the young scientists of India.
There is a need to transform the landscape of Indian science, technology and innovation. My motto for the young scientists is, this country is innovate, patent, produce and prosper. These 4 steps will lead our country towards faster development. If we innovate, we will patent, and that in turn, we will make our production smoother. And when we take these products to the people of our country, I'm sure they will prosper. Innovation for the people and by the people is the direction of our new India. फ्रेंड्स, न्यू इंडिया को टेक्नोलॉजी भी चाहिए और लॉजिकल टेम्परामेंट भी, ताकि हमारे सामाजिक और आर्थिक जीवन के विकास को हम नई दिशा दे सकें.
You must have heard the famous proverb, catch them in young age. This edition of India Science Congress was a platform for young innovators and science enthusiasts to showcase their talent, and thousands of children participated in this event. Scientists like Nobel laureate Eda Yonath and Bharat Ratna awardee C.N.R. Rao inspired the young minds through their speech. Let's watch a report on this.
Once Dr. APJ Abul Kalam said, creativity is the key to success in the future. And primary education is where teachers can bring creativity in children of that level. Young innovators are the future of our nation. Several young innovators participated in this mega science event. And one of the major highlights of this event was Children's Science Congress. Let's see the advice of Nobel laureate Ada A. Yonath for youngsters.
I want to provide you with my own advice. I have only one advice. I'm sure you want to hear it. Even if you don't want, I will tell you. My advice is don't look for advices. Go after your thinking, your curiosity, you wish to understand. And my wish is that you will all be successful and that you will all love the work you are doing.
Not only this, Professor C.N.R. Rao taught the importance of science and learning science to the students. He also told them the story of C.V. Raman and Ramanujan.
My friends on the stage, and most importantly, my dear children, I have come because of you. You are very important. You are going to be the future scientists of India. We love science, say that. We love science. I have been doing scientific research now for 71 years. And then I have been a professor for 61 years. So you can imagine I'm an old man, but I've enjoyed doing science. Let me tell you, science is a wonderful hobby, somebody said. It is not a hobby, it's a life's occupation. Life is so much enjoyable if you can go on discovering new things, creating new things, and that is the beauty of doing science. I hope some of you become science. I think before that, I wish you stop talking a little bit there so I can talk from here. Well, for many of you have heard many speeches yesterday, and there is no question the future of our country depends on science. Unless India becomes a great power in science, I do not see how it can be a great nation, great power in the world. I hope all of you, young people, some of you at least, will take up science and contribute to it. But what is difficult is it requires dedication and doggedness. You have to work very hard, you have to work with sincerity, and I hope some of you will take up science seriously. The amazing thing about science is there is no limit for excellence. You keep on doing science, more you do, more you have to do. So in fact, there is nothing like a limit of what science is. There is a limitless subject, limitless ladder of excellence, I always say. You can keep on climbing the ladder. The more you climb, the more you still have to climb because there is no end for the excellence that you can reach in science. So that is one thing that has absorbed me all these years, and I am very, very happy to be a scientist. We have so many children, particularly in our villages. Many of them, I think, can become great scientists if they get an opportunity. Let me tell you the story of one Indian scientist who was in Bangalore, C.V. Raman. You know, C.V. Raman spent most of his life in Bangalore, and if you look at his life, it is very interesting. He was a young man, at only 16 years old. He was studying in a college. Then he was studying in a college. He published 2 research papers. He was 16 years old. And then it's amazing how at the age of 16, he made a discovery which was worth publishing in a good journal long ago. And later he joined the financial service of Britain, British financial service. Never had a job as a scientist. He was in the financial civil servant under the British government, but he became an officer of the British government, and he was a financial controller or assistant accountant general or something like that in Nagpur during the Daytime he was in the office. Evening he went to the science college in Nagpur and started doing research. It is that research he did in that college in the evenings that eventually became very famous. He did work on sound, acoustics. He discovered why Indian instruments work in a particular way. There are many discoveries he made in Nagpur Science College. The same thing, then he went to Calcutta as a financial civil servant, and there in the evening he started working in a Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, and the work he did there eventually led to the Nobel Prize discovery of Raman effect. This is the amazing thing. People who have done great research, even in India, have not always had the wonderful facilities, wonderful opportunities, but somehow they did work in spite or beyond the call of duty, beyond the call of anything that you can imagine. In fact, Ramanujan came from a small place in Tamil Nadu. I hope you all know that. And in fact, I have been there. Even now it is some little place. And there in the evenings and daytime, he would sit somewhere and go on writing his mathematical, whatever, theorems and conjectures. And he didn't have a job. He had not even got to college. He finished high school and couldn't go to college because he didn't pass English exam. So with just a high school qualification, I don't know how he became one of the world's greatest mathematicians. Many people say, in the world now, if you pick only 3 mathematicians, greatest mathematicians, he would be one of them.
Children enjoyed the India Science Congress, and let's know from them their experience and what they took from this amazing festival of science.
I have to say it's wonderful. I feel very special actually because everybody is so excited to see like a foreigner like me. So everybody is waving and very friendly. And also I've been to the food court and everybody was like very kind, and it was a nice experience to be just here with you.
I'm feeling I have to come again and again, and then I like to come even when I grown up in future.
It's time for a short break. On the other side of the break, we will watch a glimpse of Farmers Science Congress and their innovations.
India Science Channel was launched in the year 2019 by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The internet-based dedicated science web channel is being implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar, committed towards science communication. The channel features science documentaries, discussions on current topics, interviews, and different programs covering the entire landscape of science and technology to make science popular among the masses.
India Science is a flagship project of Vigyan Prasar. And over a year and a half, we have produced more than 1,200 videos of different sizes, lengths, and are from different genre and for different domains for the people of the country. We've taken, we have spoken, we've gotten, we've dived deep into the realms of different domains of science and technology, and we have gotten news, stories, films, videos, in almost every format that you can think of. OTT, for that matter, is a great platform that helps anybody to look for any news, any item, any video, any documentary at any point in time. All you need to do is to subscribe a channel for it.
One can also download India Science mobile app from Google Play Store or Apple Store to view this channel.
Welcome back to our show Scientific Solutions featuring India Science Congress 2020. For the first time in the history of India Science Congress, Farmers Science Congress was initiated. It was a platform for those farmers who innovated new technologies for better farming.
You know that more than 50%, about 55% of our population directly, indirectly depend on agriculture. And out of this, 85% are small and marginal farmers. And given this enormity of the population size depending on agriculture, but we did not have, and then farmers predominating, and we didn't have small and marginal farmers predominating, we did not have a forum in the Science Congress for the farmers, and this has been initiated, a truly a very, very significant move and a historic move.
If you see the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, you will find that out of 17 goals, which are for the entire world to be achieved by 2030, 7 are related to the agriculture. Whether it's related to the poverty, whether it's related to the climate change, whether it's related to the water. So there are many Sustainable Development Goals which are related to the agriculture.
The theme of the 107th India Science Congress was Science and Technology for Rural Development. Based on this theme, several farmers and agriculture scientists participated this year. Let's have a look at how was the experience of this mega event for them.
ये मूंग निकालने के लिए, मूंग का खेत से जो मूंग निकलता है उसको अमल करने के लिए ये रूलर बनाया है, जिसमें कि कम से कम 10 आदमी का काम और मेहनती काम से एकदम आसानी से इसको कर सकते हैं। जिसमें लाठी से पीटना था, लाठी से पीट के इसको निकालते हैं, लेकिन ये आसान उपाय से इसको निकालने के लिए रूलर बनाया।
जो खाने के लिए अच्छा है, जो लोगों का डिमांड है, वो एक वैरायटी उनको चॉइस किया, जैसे कुसुम कली, वो हमारा डेवलप वैरायटी है। और एक तो है ज़्यादातर चलता है कालावती। कालावती ये शुगर के लिए है, हार्ट के लिए है, कैंसर के लिए है, डॉक्टर लोग कहते हैं। उसका मार्केटिंग बहुत बढ़िया होता है। तो किसान का जो मोदी जी ने बोलते हैं ना कि इनकम डबल, तो इसमें इनकम डबल नहीं 3 गुना भी हो जाता है। और करीब करीब 72 विलेज और करीबन 1200 किसानों से हम काम करते हैं और उनसे जुड़े हैं और उनका कैसे इनकम बढ़ेगा इसके ऊपर काम करते हैं। और ये एक वैरायटी है तालमूली। ये तालमूली वैरायटी बीपीएच फ्री, बीपीएच हमारे यहाँ टेंशन है, सबसे ज़्यादा टेंशन देता है। इसके लिए 2017 में 17 किसान सुसाइड किए थे बीपीएच के कारण। तो ये एक वैरायटी है जो बीपीएच लेके छोड़ने से भी वो बीपीएच नहीं लगता है और पैदावार भी बहुत बढ़िया है, 22 से 25 क्विंटल पर एकड़ आता है।
For any society, the equal participation of women in various fields is the key to growth. One of the highlights of this event was Women's Science Congress, which focused on the contribution of Indian women in science and technology.
The Missile Woman of India, Dr. Tessie Thomas, mentioned the contributions of women scientists like Kadambini Ganguly, Rajeshwari Chatterjee, Kiran Majumdar Shaw. She added that young Indian women should focus on their abilities to innovate and more young women should participate in the field of science and technology.
Today our country has many scientific achievements, which in turn, like as I mentioned in my inaugural speech also, like that development by DRDO on waste management, biodigesters, which are all going to be a lot of advantage to the society. High altitude cultivation, which was it was a very difficult situation where temperatures below minus, where they cannot grow even plants and vegetables, which they're totally a new technology. We have DRDO has done it, and then the whole farmers harvest, and more than 4 crore turnover is there now in amount of cultivation they are able to sell to the army's requirement also. Farmers are doing that. Today there is no difference with respect to rural. The media or the electronic media has reached to all the places. The changes are happening. The community in the rural has seen the difference between the science development, and the world is changing and India is changing. I'm sure with the leaders at the top level of our country, I'm sure the science and technology is going to make a lot of change to the whole country.
It's time for a short break. On the other side, we have Pride of India Expo and innovations of Indian scientists from various Indian organizations.
India Science Channel was launched in the year 2019 by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India. The internet-based dedicated science web channel is being implemented and managed by Vigyan Prasar, committed towards science communication. The channel features science documentaries, discussions on current topics, interviews and different programs covering the entire landscape of science and technology to make science popular among the masses.
India Science is a flagship project of Vigyan Prasar. And over a year and a half, we have produced more than 1,200 videos of different sizes, lengths, and from different genre and for different domains for the people of the country. We've taken, we have spoken, we've gotten, we've dived deep into the realms of different domains of science and technology, and we have gotten news, stories, films, videos, in almost every format that you can think of. OTT, for that matter, is a great platform that helps anybody to look for any news, any item, any video, any documentary at any point in time. All you need to do is to subscribe a channel for it.
One can also download India Science mobile app from Google Play Store or Apple Store to view this channel.
Welcome back after the break. You are watching the show Scientific Solutions featuring India Science Congress 2020. Let's watch Pride of India Expo, where scientists from various organizations like ISRO, DRDO, CSIR, DST, etc. showcase their jaw-dropping innovations.
The Mini UGV stands for Mini Unmanned Ground Vehicle. So this basically are meant for the rough terrain navigation, and it can also climb the stairs so that it can go for multi-floor navigation also. So that is the main purpose is the surveillance. So it is mainly used for multi-floor surveillance purpose. So sending this remote in a control room, you can find out like what is happening in each floor, and integrated with we have the two ball birds. So while carrying, it will carry two ball birds so that it will release one ball bird in each floor, so that you can navigate the east floor and up to the third floor also, like this one unit can serve and you can get the report out.
Radar is radio detection and ranging. It sends out the signal. From that target gets reflected back. That signal is processed. From there you can derive the parameters whatever required. We can go on over on that with extra also you can derive like a Doppler also. Range, azimuth, elevation, derived parameters Doppler will use for further purposes. One radar it is Barani, it is 2D radar. 2D means range and azimuth we can get it, range of 60 kilometers. Other radar is Islesa, it is 3D radar, again range of 60 kilometers. We can get range, azimuth as well as elevation. The difference between these two radar is one radar gives the height information in Islesa, not in Barani radar.
Taking science to every individual is a big challenge for the scientific community. Science Communicators Meet was the part of this scientific event. Science journalists, science popularizers participated and shared their views and challenges associated with it.
If you put it as a only prescriptive, that is, if you just give an advisory that you do it, people will not do it. So what we are doing is we are bringing it as a part of policy that everybody is mandatory to do this job. Now this will help two things. One is of course science popularization will be, but second most important thing is that these scientists who are in their domain of working in the lab or something, they come out and they develop the skill of communication.
In the closing ceremony of the event, Vice President of India, Dr. Venkaiah Naidu, inspired the scientific community to develop new methods in the field of agriculture science. And he focused on finding solutions to present challenges of farmers.
My message for the valedictory address is for the scientists across the country, in addition to what you are doing, focus more and more on agriculture, make the life of the agriculturist happy, comfortable, because even today, after so much migration from rural areas to urban areas, still 60% of the people are living in the rural areas and depending on agriculture. And agriculture is facing challenges, ups and downs, adverse seasonal conditions, negative market support, exploitation by the middleman, lack of appropriate timely credit, and also the need for new modern agricultural techniques to make agriculture more viable. How to make best use of available resources, how to take care of water problem, reduce, reuse, recycle. Are there any other better methods? Any new technology for optimum utilization of available waters? Rainwater harvesting, preserving dams, rivulets, rivers, cleaning them, and also the traditional agricultural ponds. One idea. Second one is how to improve the quality of soil. Another idea. You have soil health card. You have Krishi Vijnana Kendras. Across the country, you have different soils. How to make them more fertile. Another idea. And then how to improve production from the present level. New technological advances and inventions are changing our lives like never before. No doubt, these advances are making our lives more comfortable and improving the ease of living. At the same time, new challenges are arising. Science must find solutions to problems like increasing urbanization, pollution, urban-rural divide, growing antibacterial resistance, genetic and non-communicable diseases, water scarcity, and also tension in day-to-day life. If you have tension, you cannot pay attention. Simple. You need to have peace, because peace is the prerequisite for progress. How to get it? What are the ways? What are the methods? We must balance scientific advancement with the protection of environment. We must focus on productivity and efficiency, but never forget that the bottom line of all our effort is improved quality of life, not merely greater prosperity.
That is all for today. You can share your feedback and suggestions to us on the mentioned email address. We will come back to you with more science. Till then, goodbye and keep sciencing.